course, against the Chicago Cubs, and maybe Javier 19 season really
time through that sinking fastball. Because what does that pitch usage look like as we go through the season? There was a good one right there for this. When you think back to 2015, yeah.
Some hamstring issues that cost playing time. Here's a bouncer toward the middle, gloving it. Bodie off balance throw to first.
How about our time?
Yelich had a dozen home. Low delivery comes back to Yelich, misses a little bit low and in. Now it's
hands here, looks like.
Fastball just missed the inside corner, and it's ball 4. And Arrieta's 1-0. There's a deep drive, and that's trouble. All the way back as Hayward makes the catch. Right in front of the score. Cubs coming up.
A high percentage of the time, and for good reason.
Early in the game, it turned out to be all that Hendricks would need. Line drive, base hit, opposite field. Nicely done by Ian Happ. It's a leadoff.
As I mentioned, and it's a two-seamer, not really sink last year. He doesn't walk many, so that's strike.
And Baez with a diving stop and a shovel to second, but it is always going to sneak up the middle. A diving stop. Arcia.
Yeah, regular season.
Jock Peterson steps in. Be a base hit. Nobody there. Peterson.
So surprised. And again, if it's Keston Hira, who had his struggles.
Now the 2-2 again. Bryant takes inside near the hands. And the 3-2. Bryant lines 1-1 hop to Arcia. He'll drop the ball, and it had double play written all over it.
Arcia looked away, almost got Baez. That new look right side of the infield.
There's a bouncer toward the middle. Arcia steps on the bag and flips to first. Score that one 6th. 1 year ago today that baseball rocks and fire. And the count has gone full. Jake, now he is going through,
a soft tosser, but definitely a change.
Broken bat.
Velocity goes down. The strikeout pitch isn't there quite as
they could throw 95 or 97 or whatever. So it's a big part of your identity. Is
he decides to do.
The strike 2 from Jake Arrieta. Pulled on the ground wide of third. Backhanded by Baez. Has trouble getting rid of it, but still gets Arcia. It's a Cactus League action today.
Not a ton of play to
Washington. Broken bat, never barehanded him. It is a single for Bodie.
But he gets a knock out of it. To see the good action on that fastball.
He played for Milwaukee. The 0-2 from Woodruff. Off-speed pitch got him. Almost looked like a splitter of and Brewers with. There's a little looper, shallow right center. That's going to drop for a base hit. Loving it out there is Fisher. Racing to third is Bodie. And
Cisco. And it's paying off.
2 offering. And popped up foul over toward the dugout. Might be playable, and his own dugout, members in his own dugout.
Over there, my own teammates.
Yeah, he had a good fastball, popped up, playable foul.
Gear up with the Cubs at MLB Glanville fan.
Happ swings on a slider and doesn't get a second straight inning. No score.
Previous one the year before against the Dodgers in L.A.
Third inning, first pitch hit fair inside first, past a diving Duffy.
Pop Jakes and Manist in that game. Just a
Baez will hold the runner at second and retired. Records the second out, advancing to third and 6. That's a deep drive to right center. Could be trouble back toward the wall, and this ball is going to be off the base of the fence. It will chase in the
throw a change up to the outside part of the plate, and he just didn't get it there. He just kind of stayed.
You were Arrieta here.
Well, I think you
off from Arrieta. Change up down low, and he lost it. So 2 outs, 2 on. Slow bouncer to the left side, but nobody's in a run. Here it comes in to score.
A little flare they had. Here's Vogelbach. Weak contact, but
Shaw takes just low, and the count is full. And that's 7 innings of work. Baez hits one in the air to. There's a smash down the right field line toward the corner. That ball is going to be
the slider down and in, kind of that back ankle. But watch the see how. Last year I'd been traded at the end of the season to the Bellish.
Hayward takes strike three call.
We'll talk about it next half.
Trail by a couple.
Texan right-hander.
Here's a fly ball as the fourth inning gets underway off the bat. That's something like out of a Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
And he lines one toward left center. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Martini gets in sports, really. Hopper Baez knocks it down. And
I got nothing. I got nothing. That's just another.
Here in Phoenix, or Mesa, which is bats. Gets jammed and bounces one slowly to a charging Arcia. Running flip to first of the Cactus League, where
because that would be a reflection of the deep. Other stuff is not going to be a factor. The rate stats are going to be through the roof. It didn't work out that way, and I think just didn't have time to.
Is anywhere close to hitting the way he is now as Duffy goes the other way and drops one into right field for a base hit. Fisher gets it back in.
And that he's been able to control the strike zone a little bit. Highly unlikely, as a matter of fact.
Little chopper to the right side. And Wong will make the play to first. He knows his ball.
Yeah, he does.
This pitch is chopped toward first, gloving it right near the bat. Brewers 2, Cubs nothing.
Will happen, but we'll see.
How about plays at second?
Here's be on the dirt and 2 on each side of second base.
Duffy grabs the grounder. Feed
Thompson, who came in last inning.
Out pace of play, getting the ball in play. Here's a deep drive to right, and that is going to be a long home run for.
Things had been going along nicely for Thompson.
Vogelbach goes the other way, but this one is up by 3 in the
Next times for Milwaukee.
Looking for something off speed.
One-day career.
Martini gloved at first by McKinney.
Boy. Or whatever it was.
He would have been his still silent. We go to the
big league ball game.
Vargas. Ildemar.
There's not a 95 win team in this division too. There's no Dodgers, there's no Padres, there's no Braves.
Rizzo, Javier Baez, and Chris Bryant as Narvaez takes a walk. Because early part of the season taking on, you really never do, and they're in a pennant race. It happens every year, at least one team. Here's a swing and a pop fly, playable infield fly rule in effect. Opinion. And it's 3-0. I'm thinking of
Taylor, but exhibition season, they're out of his hand as cleanly as he would like.
And that will look. Jace. He lines one toward right, and that's going to be in there for a base hit. This is going to clear the bases. It bounces all the way to the screen. He'll charge an error on his Peterson.
Throw it in there and hope they hit it at somebody.
You'll see guys using different batting stances or hold the hands a little higher or a little.
During the winter and then try them out against live pitching.
Driven and long gone. Billy McKinney, a 2-run homer. So the Brewers
organization
in curve all the time. As they have now batted.
If they hold up the pennant race going on, that would be outstanding.
Here's a chopper up the middle. That's the inning will continue. That game against Garrett Cole. Popped up. Retire the side. Down by 8 as we go. Players some days on. And there have been games. This one is lifted toward left. Should be routine. The 1-0. Sogard chops it foul. Sogard trying to win a job. Individual performances do count. And here's a drive into right center. That ball is going to be in there for a gapper. And Sogard motoring for 2. He's going to have himself a double.
For a number of years now, he gets a fastball up. And
let's see if the Cubs can get on the board here. Here is a drive into right center. And that ball is going to be a get to 1. Racing for a 3-base hit. And safe there.
Rivas wasting no time. Picks up.
Yeah,
most 1, 2, or 3. Whoop.
Still down by 7 as we Gallimaya now catching for the Cubs. 2-0. This ball is going to be out.
Formula.
You talk about the kind of a laughing stock, but they actually in just 1 year lost the opener 13-11 Here is a routine play in center, and that's going to be out number. Had the misfortune of dropping a fly ball, allowing 3 runs to score, and a crushing defeat in the. Oh! And I looked over at him. So he scurries down, and Jim, and he's still talking. And the clubhouse was as quiet as you can. 8-1, Milwaukee leads. And
we're going to be okay, Ronnie. Well, the changeup, right on right changeup, clearly looked to me like it was a kind of a point of emphasis trying to big leaguer. They do a lot of polling. Well, like political polls and stuff.
Home runs at Iowa. Right-handed, the way he is preparing for the pitch. He whacks one to short, and that's all. Martini 0 for 1 throughout the afternoon. Nothing major. This ball is lifted. Abiato Avellino.
There you go.
That's going to be a clean base hit into right field.
19. It's a foot down.
Rafael Ort 48. Here's a swing and a base hit into right. This will drive in 1.
Another really good swing.
Vargas, former Arizona Diamondback.
But it doesn't look like it.
That's going to be caught. He got jammed, hit a little. Cubs have the bags loaded, 2 down, and payoff pitch. Strike 3 called, and this score of 8-3.
Thanks, man. That was fun to saddle up and do.